Hi everyone, Velvet here, and I have some stories for you today. But before we get started, can you please do me a huge favor and like, comment, and subscribe? It'll help the channel out and it'll get you more videos like this. Let's get to it. And our first one comes from Aggressive Average 7. Would I be the beehole for uninviting my brother to my wedding after he canceled on hosting the wedding? My fiance and I decided we wanted to have an intimate wedding ceremony instead of a large wedding. For the venue, we asked my brother and sister-in-law if we could have it at their backyard about a year ago. They said they'd be honored to host. We knew it was a big ask, since they had a second newborn on the way, and promised we'd be unobtrusive as possible and take care of everything that is needed to be taken care of. For guest count, we were at 26 people, so as intimate as possible for a backyard wedding. They insisted it would be a wonderful setting, and it would mean a lot to them to have it there as well. We're pretty close-knit. We come from a household of strong family values and grew up together. So, we are about 1.5 months out of our wedding day, and my brother just informed us that they could no longer host the wedding at their place. Through happenstance, their nanny/family friend, who was also a monk, found out we were having our wedding there and told him it would bring less luck to their family. Apparently, the superstition goes that if you host a sibling's wedding at your house, you give away your luck to that family. And now they are new parents to a 6-month-old and a 2-year-old. They don't want anything to happen to them and want to give them the best chance at life they possibly can. Nobody knew about this until now. Our family has never really been superstitious. I know my sister-in-law's family is more conservative and believes in those sort of things. I'm pretty tolerant of people's belief systems, and while I don't understand it, I do respect it. But we're literally less than 2 months out now from our big day. Fortunately, a venue change isn't too difficult, but definitely throws a curveball into logistics when we had everything set already. I love my brother and would want the best for his family and the kiddos, but right now I don't want anything to do with him. Adding info. Edit. First paragraph to clarify on timeline when the /grammar. We live in the US, not sure what religion or sect, guessing Buddhism or feng shui. He did try to find us a new venue. Not well thought out opinions, but still tried nonetheless. Did offer to cover whatever additional costs to send out invites. Was not explicitly stated, but based on our relationship and knowing my brother, he would try to cover the venue cost. Okay, I'm glad you added the clarification stuff at the end, because I was about to tell him that you don't want him to steal your luck and he can't come to the wedding. But that ending paragraph did make me think, hey, let it cool off for a bit, see how you feel after a couple of days. It does suck that they just kind of pulled a rug from under you and kind of screwed you over for, I know I'm supposed to be respectful of everything, but that's such a stupid reason. Luck? Really? Luck? You can't steal someone's luck, and even if you could steal someone's luck, you can't steal enough luck to doom their kids for the rest of their lives. That is such a stupid reason. It sounds like your brother's just kind of going along with his wife, which is really lame. But, yeah, if he's gonna do all that, try to get you another venue, cover it, all that, fine. But yeah, that would still irk me and really annoy me for that reason. If it was something like a real emergency, some sort of emergency, I would completely understand that. I'd get that. But this bugs the hell out of me too. But OP, no, you are not in the wrong, not the beehole. I'm not sure what I'm reading right now, but you're none of those. I'd be mad too. And our next one is from Alternative 12709. Am I the beehole for leaving everything to my bio children and none to my step? I, a 51-year-old female, have been battling cancer since I was 28. It's come back 3 times, and now I'm at the point in my life where I'm comfortably living with cancer. I have 2 daughters in their 20s with children and 1 being widowed. I remarried 2 years ago to a man with 4 children, 1 still living at home with us. He's 19. It's being weighing heavy on my mind to make sure everything's in order, just in case of the worst. And I had told my husband I had planned to leave everything to my children and grandchildren. I wanted to make sure they were set. He got upset and said that was horrible because I married a man knowing he had children, that what I was doing was horrible and would make them feel unloved. I love my stepchildren like my own, but one of my daughters is 29 and widowed with 3 young children. My husband is an oral surgeon. He makes great money, and what he chooses to do with it after he passes is up to him. He has been very upset by this and has not been talking to me, and he even told his eldest daughter, who also had many tragedies in her life, and she brought it up when she stopped by the house. She was also upset by this. Why would he do this? Why would he tell the eldest daughter when you're over here battling the big C, making your life worse. What an evil SOB. But back to it. I don't have much to offer. Not like my husband, and I don't see the big deal. I don't want to hurt their feelings. My husband says it's the principle, and I married a man with children. Am I the beehole? No, you are not the beehole, OP. Those are your children, and you need to leave it to them. What an evil person. He's bringing this unnecessary stress to you when you're dealing with something horrendous, something that's, slowly draining your life. And he's just like, oh, I'm gonna add the stress. That makes things worse, right? That kind of happened with my grandmother with some family members. And he did that to be evil, to tell the daughter to come bug you and start laying all that at your feet. No, those are your children. That's your blood. As much as you love them, you gotta worry about yours. And like you said, one is widowed. She needs help. OP, you are not the beehole. Leave your money for whoever the heck you want to leave it for. Do not let these people guilt you either, because you're not going to be on this earth for too long from what it sounds like, so screw them. OP, do what you want to do with your money. You are not the beehole. And our final one comes from FarSwitch4003. Am I the beehole for suggesting someone turn down their toddler's phone/tablet volume during a wedding reception speech? The table behind me at a reception dinner had a toddler watching a video at high volume during the speeches. I looked over a handful of times because it was distracting, hoping they would get the hint and turn the volume down. The mother eventually made a comment about it, saying, "My kid didn't get a nap today." I totally understand the importance of a kid's nap schedule, and that they can become tiny beasts if they don't get enough sleep. After the speeches were done, the mother confronted me in a very aggressive manner, and thought I was questioning her parent skills and screening time choices. I hadn't said anything to her, and wasn't questioning her abilities as a mother at all. In general, I thought it was common courtesy not to have the volume of electronics up high in a public place or at an event when someone is speaking. Am I the beehole? Well, OP, no, you're not the beehole, and I agree with you. People should have their kids be quiet and silence phones and all that. I was at a doctor's office, and when I was waiting to pick up my prescription, some mother had their child with a phone, and it was blasting full volume. I think they were playing some sort of game. But it gets really annoying. You should know what environment you're in and what not, and what not to do. But I looked in the comments, and I gotta agree with Review OK 929. Not the beehole. The lack of social awareness some people have is amazing. It's just not appropriate to let your kid have an iPad or equivalent on volume at a wedding, let alone during speeches. Nothing says entitled more than this. And JL Hudson says, right? At least bring some headphones. That's what I was thinking. At least put some headphones on the kid. If you knew you were going to need to placate your kid with a tablet, that's serious entitlement. Yeah, I gotta agree with them. Get some headphones for your kids, or train them not to use the tablet for, a couple of speeches. It's crazy how this age kids are more and more glued to electronics and screens and tablets, and I've been affected too. Sometimes I find myself having a hard time paying attention to one thing, and I need to have something on in the background while I do something. It's getting kind of bad all over. It's spreading. But OP, no, you are not the beehole. Thank you for making it to the end of the video with me. And can you please do what I said in the beginning? And like, comment, and subscribe. It really and truly does help the channel out. It helps it grow, and it helps you get more videos like this. Velvet out.